Yo, what's up, guys? So, I've got the first armor test of this update, 0.9. Yeah, that's what we're on. And we're going to be testing the Kirasa armor. It's a level 3 armor with 70 durability. And I'm just showing you that all of them are brand new. I actually ended up using about 10 more armors than that. I used around 34 for this video. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video.
Okay, guys,
we're starting off.
Let's all work together.
Don't ever talk over me, Oswaldoe. Ever again. But yeah, we're with Oswaldoe, and we're starting off with the Makarov. And I'm using PBM ammo here. And for anyone who's seen my old armor test videos, there really hasn't been much done to 9x18 from the looks of it. There were some ammo changes, which I did kind of find towards the end of this video, mainly with the rifles. They seem a bit different, but you know, 9x18 is one round I've always wanted to get changed, and it just never has because it results in these insane hit counts. I'm sorry, I only had 50 rounds in my drum mag. So sadly, we will never know how many PBM rounds it takes to get to the center of a cross armor. I'm terribly sorry. Figured I'd save us some time. Anyways, we're using the TT pistol now. And I'm using PST-GZH ammo, which is the highest penetrating ammo for this gun. I didn't use LRNPC because it takes like 19 shots or something. I'm sorry, if you want to fast forward the video, go right ahead. But I see a lot of people who, you know, they might be like, well, I use LRNPC because they're good against flesh. But it's like, high flesh damage rounds, they don't really do anything, in my opinion, because every bullet in the game, pretty much 2 to 3 shots to the chest, no matter what round you're using, really. Oh, secret there. Unless you're going for leg meta, it might result in 1 shot less. But there, with the armor piercing ammo, it took 21 shots, which I guess get good and go for headshots. That's really the only answer I got for you. I think they do want a realistic approach to armor, but in my opinion, if they're gonna have these quote-unquote armor-piercing pistol rounds, then maybe they should pierce a little bit quicker at least. I don't know. I don't know how good armor-piercing pistol rounds are at level 3 body armor. All my armor realism people will have to tell me in the comments, because I don't know too much about real armor. Only Tarkov armor. But here we are with the new Glock 18. It shoots 9x19, and for anyone wondering about calibers and different guns, any gun shooting 9x19 will do the same damage. Damage is tied to the caliber, not so much barrel length or anything like that, but there with the Glock, took 23 hits. And there's the full auto for anyone who hasn't seen it. It has a 1200 RPM, which is the highest fire rate for any gun in the game. It's a lot of fun to use on factory. It's pretty nuts. Sucks against level 3 visors, though. Be careful if you see someone with a visor, that's all I'll say. But here we are with the shotguns, and I'm using buckshot. I've got the Saiga, which again does the same damage as a pump shotgun, just to help me reload a bit, because it takes quite a bit of rounds. The buckshot seems to have actually gotten buffed since last patch. It seems to do a lot more overall damage to the armor, and it only took 9 shots there. I was kind of surprised. That does change with the slug rounds, quite drastically actually. In my opinion, the shotguns in this game are somewhat disappointing. You kind of either have to go for leg meta or a face hitbox. So you can get those really quick kills in close quarters with the shotguns, but again, you got to go leg meta or face hitbox if the guy has armor on. But we are here with the Taz, and one of my favorite guns in the game, honestly. It is very satisfying to one-tap someone in the face with this gun. But when you're shooting someone in the chest with it, it takes quite a lot of rounds. And for anyone wondering, the chest and the stomach actually have 2 different damage areas, I guess, whatever you want to call them. The stomach would have resulted in probably 12 shots there instead of 9. I mean, for anyone who's disappointed with the shotguns, in real life, buckshot is terrible at piercing armor. But I have a question for all you gun people out there, because I have no idea. Are slugs better at penetrating than buckshot? I believe they are. But yeah, this takes a lot of rounds. Actually, I don't even know how many rounds it took because I ran out of ammo. I brought 6 magazines, and apparently that was not enough. I don't know. The slugs have always bothered me, and I wonder if they'll ever get a significant buff. In my opinion, it wouldn't be too OP if they just kind of ripped apart anything up to level 4. Maybe not completely rip apart this armor, but at least 4 shots maybe to go through. it's just a level 3 body armor. For anyone wondering, the results for slug rounds are very similar on the UN body armor, which is also a level 3. I mean, we're at 31 hits, and his armor still had 30 durability left, which means he could have probably taken like 15 more shots, which is kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's realism. I have no clue. They want a realistic game, man. I don't know. I just, oh yeah, speaking of realism, we're using PRS ammo here. We're onto the rifles. And, you know, there's a lot of talk about this new ammo bug going around, which does exist. But I feel a lot of it is just people using PRS ammo and just dumping a full mag in him, being like, why didn't he die? I have no idea. I mean, PRS is frangible ammunition, but at the end of the day, if this is how it's going to perform, then you might as well just remove it from the game, in my opinion. The game's kind of oversaturated with ammo, and I don't know what would be the problem with just deleting PRS. Okay. Might be a waste of time, but at the end of the day, it kind of, if that happened, like, imagine a new player and he shoots someone 30 times. Like, that might be his last time playing the game. Sorry, did I say 30? I meant like more than 30, because we didn't even find out how many shots it was. So we're using tracer ammo here, which is another level 1 5.45 round. This is actually the highest penetrating 5.45 round for level 1 players, if you were wondering. Trying to use the best stuff. This is all you've got, sadly. 21 hits there against the Kirasa, which, you know, the Kirasa is kind of hard to get, but again, the UN armor is also level 3, and the results would be pretty similar. It would probably take 15 shots with the UN. But now using PS, and it actually only took 5 shots, which is not bad. That is a level 2 ammunition. You have to do a bit of questing to get it as well. And one thing that kind of confused me is that the PP ammo actually did worse than the PS. Now, I am familiar with the fragmentation chance, but I was expecting the PP to be a little bit better. I don't know. I was expecting PS to be a lot worse, actually. PS, I think, got a buff. We just don't have the ammo charts yet. The ammo charts don't seem to be updated yet, for anyone wondering, but maybe eventually they will. It took 3 shots there with BP, and now onto BS, where it's also going to take 3 shots. I think they did change the overall damage output of BS and BP. It seems to do a lot less flesh damage now, as those rounds always used to 2-tap to the chest against level 3 armor. But again, that's just my speculation. We don't have the ammo charts yet. But one thing that for sure got changed was the M4 ammo. I'm using M855A1 here, which isn't even the best. It's not the second best. It's the 3rd best penetrating ammo you can get in 5.56. And it took 2 shots. I remember last wipe on my UN test video, I believe it took around 5 to 6, and that's a worse armor than the Kirasa, so I think it's safe to confirm that 5.56 definitely got a buff. I didn't test many 5.56 rounds, but using M995 here, I just kind of wanted to show this. It took 3 shots. Now, I've done a lot of testing with M995, and because of how little flesh damage it has, it seems to always 3-tap to the chest. Even on a naked player, it 3-taps. It's one of the only rifle rounds that takes that many rounds to the chest. Which is kind of interesting. I don't know, it's kind of to balance the fact that it has high penetration. If someone had Ford on, M995 would win over M855A1, just because it has more pen. But using the Val here, with the SP5 ammo, and he was wearing a Ronin helmet. I kind of wish he sounded like Darth Vader when he talked. Oh, let me call Nikita, please. Yeah, I took 2 shots, and using the SP6 now, which has more pen, so kind of no doubt it's going to 2-tap him. One thing that was noted in the patch notes, and it was one of the only ammo types that was talked about in the very vague patch notes, SP5 and SP6 got an armor penetration buff. So hopefully when I start testing the higher level armors, which I will do, I know you guys are going to tell me what to test and what not to test in the comments, but using hollow point ammo with the 7.62, and I just wanted to show you this for the memes. Yeah, again, we will have no clue how many rounds it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll, because it took 20 shots. I don't know how that's a thing. I know 7.62 hollow point apparently is terrible at penetrating, but it's basically like using a pistol round. So there's really no point to use it. You should just always use PS, which is kind of my problem with the ammo. It's like there's a million types of ammo in the game, but there's really only one. There's only one ammo to use. Both of those are available at level 1, and it's like, what's the point of using HP? There's really no point. I would like to see HP get a pretty significant buff, considering a cold pack will even stop a 7.62 hollow point round. But anyways, we're here with the brand new SA-58. It shoots 308, and M80 definitely got changed. The reason I say this is because it took 3 shots on our first attempt there. And yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting. And for anyone wondering, I never got the armor bug or the ammo bug. Not once. They're pretty rare bugs. If I got any of them, I would have redone the testing. Maybe you're wondering how I know if I even got them. Well, because the armor was damaged each time. I always drop him the armor, and I've never gotten the armor bug. Whereas when I tested with clean, we saw the armor bug, and it was because he came into the raid with it. So I would recommend dropping your armor and picking it back up. I actually have gotten the armor bug this raid, where you get one tapped by a buckshot scab, even though you have Ford armor on. I know a lot of people hope that the armor bug got patched this wipe, but I would bet my left testicle on it, maybe even my right, that it is not patched. But we are back with the SA-58 to show you that, I guess to show the fragmentation chance. I don't know, I just wanted to see if it would 3-tap or even 4-tap, and it 2-taps him. This is actually the end of the testing. I didn't test the SV98 because it'll either 2-tap, 1-tap, or 3-tap. I know that's kind of vague. I don't have them unlocked, leave me alone. But just based off how the SV98 normally performs, it should 2-tap it. I really wish we had the ammo charts out, just so I could like confirm, you know, that they didn't change the SV98 too crazily. I think they didn't like how it was 1-tapping to the chest, so maybe they changed that. But anyways, here's some Glock action for you guys. This Glock is my favorite. It is so much fun to use. I have a feeling it crashes people's games, but yeah, here's a nice little 4K I got for the case. I shot that guy because I thought he was still alive. I don't know, he was standing up all weird. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video to help Oswaldoe get out of the map. Dislike it if your name starts with a Z. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, and be sure to follow me on the Twitch. But don't smash it. Don't smash it now. Okay. Have a nice day.